This video is counters for the Redstone Launcher. Now I do expect developers to eventually nerf this or to some degree, or do something that it won't make it so easy for players to actually use the Redstone Launcher to destroy the enemy's base or your base in that matter. But until it happens, well, what you can do, let's talk about that. Now you can see me actually using the Redstone Launcher, putting lots of mobs that can eliminate any player that get nearby and basically try to keep them busy while I'm actually shooting with the Redstone Launcher. They try to maybe eliminate me, but the thing is that the more I move around, the more they get hit and basically they're gone. And this is absolutely devastating. Now if you want to prevent this from actually happening, I tell you ahead of time the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do if it's already set up is to have creepers nearby which you can spawn. Creepers, you can just direct them towards the Redstone Launcher to ignore everything else and bring quite a few of them, and if you lead them, they explode and it will be gone. But this is when the Redstone Launcher is already up. Another thing you can do is focus on the operator of the Redstone Launcher, because again, if you eliminate the player that's actually operating it, because the Redstone Launcher needs to be operated manually, the Redstone Launcher basically it's useless. It will give you more time basically to do other things in order to just remove the threat. Now in many situations you won't be able to do that because there are already lots of protective structures there that will actually prevent you from actually doing it. But if this is not the case and this is just an enemy there, just try to attack an enemy because you can destroy the structures yourself with the sword. So try to eliminate the enemy if you can. Well, that's great, give you more time to destroy the Redstone Launcher after that. Another thing you can do is bring lots of cobblestone golems to attack the Redstone Launcher. It will take a bit more time compared to the creepers, and keep in mind that sometimes it can be a good thing, sometimes they can be eliminated quite fast, and that leads to a situation where the opponent can actually do another set of attacks on your base with the Redstone Launcher. This is why I do recommend putting creepers in an area where you can actually quickly go and rush, because there's a long cooldown for the Redstone Launcher. In between you're able, or not even in between, just rush the creepers and let them explode. The problem is that if there are walls surrounding it, it will be much tougher for you, and this is basically where you can actually split. Just sending, for example, again, it's just enough one to actually demolish the wall, so you can set just one creeper with advanced targeting, let it explode on the wall, and then send all the others. Now keep in mind that you can have another Redstone Launcher attacking another Redstone Launcher if you have one in the base, but the problem is that sometimes it's positioned in a certain place where if I see, for example, a Redstone Launcher inside the base, I'll probably attack it from another side further away so that Redstone Launcher won't be able to hit me. And furthermore, I might be even using Protector Tower on my near my Redstone Launcher in order to protect it from actually getting hit. Another thing is that if I was to attack a base, I would probably destroy the Redstone Launcher, their Redstone Launcher first, and then attack the base. Alright? And if you put it near a base, the structure, the base, of course, it makes it even easier. Now another thing you can do, it's not actually shown here, but you can actually spread a lot of those arrow towers around your base in quite distance. The reason for that is, especially in areas where you think the Redstone Launcher might be actually positioned there, because when arrow towers actually hit the ALA, they will actually prevent that ALA from actually finishing building the Redstone Tower. So this means that these arrow towers need to be destroyed first, and then they're able to do it. So spread also around, not close to your base, a bit further away. And this covers a big radius, so we kind of prevent that Redstone Launcher from actually being built, and this forces again the other opponent player to actually destroy it. Once they see that they are attacking, you're going to hear it and you can respond in time before the Redstone Launcher is built. Now if you're playing like 3 vs 3, 4 vs 4, you can have one that actually scout, if you play not with randoms, and basically you're able to scout the area and search for players trying to kind of move around and position structures to be prepared to shoot with their Redstone Launcher, and you can communicate and just ask your teammates to help you out clear this threat, because, well, clear this before it actually becomes a threat. Now that the Redstone Launcher is nerfed in a way that you can actually put it on, on trees, it makes it much easier because you're most likely forced to sit actually on ground, and you can react to it in time. You can also spread if you have enough Flame of Creation space, you can actually put some skeletons, will actually interfere with that. And again, if they get attacked, you can be notified and see that something is happening and react in time. Basically, again, range structures and mobs that can actually prevent the Redstone Launcher or any other structure from actually being built relatively close to your base. The problem is that the more you continue and play, the harder it is, of course, for the other players to actually do something. But usually the redstone launcher can be built very, very early on. So this is a time where, for example, I can tell you just create another wall, big wall with lots of arrow towers, but it will take you a long time. It's not a good strategy to do, of course, early on. And this is why, again, you need to focus on making sure that you prevent it early on rather than later on, where you have more protective measures to actually counter the redstone launcher. Having said that, but if you bring, for example, like golem, the brick golem, you'll be able probably to have it block if you position it close to the redstone launcher, but I haven't tried it out. But again, if you have a chance to try it out, let me know if it worked for you. So again, prevention is the best thing, but again, make sure you have those creepers ready and the cobblestone golems, several spawns which can actually react in time. Just in case you spot it, you can quickly go and release those creepers to quickly destroy, as alongside or with cobblestone golems as well. Just make sure that, again, you don't release the creepers all at once, because if it's encapsulated in a wall, they explode and you probably won't be able to take the redstone. So just release one or two, let them explode the wall. There won't be probably a lot of defensive structures because enemies will try to do it as fast as possible, and just let them destroy the wall and then send all the others to destroy the redstone launcher. This is it. Basically, be aware, pay attention, especially if you can communicate with your buddies via voice, Discord. Make sure to communicate, give information, ask for help if you need it. You still have time, by the way, because there's a long cooldown, so you still need have time to react. Just make sure that you communicate well and react in time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Tell me if you have other strategies that you think are better in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.